All right. Welcome, everybody. Right now, I'm working on getting Fergie in to join us. Not getting notifications for our Amateur Hour Commentary Discord. So, yeah, she's going to be joining us. Should be able to hear her. Fergie, could you speak?
Marco.
Okay, there you are. Do it again.
Hello?
Okay, perfect. All right, looks good. Let's get... I don't want that. Give me a second, folks. Just want to make sure she gets in here. Today, it might be night for some of you, but today we have... Yeah, Caster 2 should be on. We have a match between Trauma and German Grandpas. We'll talk a little bit about them. You just let me know when you are... Did the link work?
Yes, but it's the one that doesn't have the green screen included.
Doesn't have the green screen included? Oh,
nope.
Wonderful. All right. Well, you could still hear, so if people could still hear you. Let me just try to get this then. No, let's not do that. Let's do this. And create a room. All right, customize. Virtual background. Where's the mute option? Give me a second, folks. Unmuted guest can unmute. Okay. Copy link. Try this one, Fergie. And then I will have to switch you up here on my end. Asset desk. Properties. Oh, thank you, 212. Appreciate it.
No green screen.
Well, go in anyway. It should.
Hold on. It says no effect applied. So I should be able to apply a digital green screen.
Yeah. Should work.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, hold on.
I believe it's working.
Yes, you are there. If you hear my dogs, apologies. They're probably being let out, or they probably think my wife is going somewhere.
Have you ever seen Grown Ups where he's like, somebody kill that turkey?
Yes.
That's what your dog sounds like.
Okay. All right. So Fergie's here. You guys can hear her, I hope. I'm going to check the streams. If either one of them are live, it's EOD Meister or I think Mental Man.
I believe EOD said he was streaming.
Yeah, EOD said he was streaming. But I'm not sure about Mental Man. But that being said, we got two of the best teams competing today against each other. It'll certainly be an explosive one. It's going to be exciting. Let's talk a little bit about the rosters, because we always forget to do the rosters, or we get too in depth with everything else that we forget to talk about the rosters. Let's take a look at them. So looking over at Trauma, this roster hasn't changed since last season. You hear and see perfect. Thank you, Momo. We got Mental Man, Black Mario, Big Balls, Daft Bomb, Casper, Slow Ass Learner, Bronco, Titch, who's kind of here and there, Leaf, and Slice. This team is not to be trifled with. Just because they didn't compete last season doesn't mean that they've lost their spark. They are a dangerous group, and you got to be weary of them. Thoughts and opinions on Trauma there, Fergie?
You know, it was said by many that they would be rusty and out of practice. And I'm here as a witness to tell you that is not true. They definitely know what they're doing. And then when you add Slice in the midst of all that, like, he's a beast in himself. And it's just, they're all amazing players and they're all incredibly difficult to kill, except for Titch. He can eat shit.
Yeah, how annoying it is that they picked up Slice, huh? I mean, good for them, annoying for the rest of us. But yeah, that's Trauma, and they're taking on the German Grandpas: Spezzy, EOD Meister, Andy, Snug, Icarus, TB Project, Bamblebee, Marvel and Andy, GAM, and Dark Zone. And yes, folks, these rosters have been updated, so Wolf didn't screw that up too bad. But German Grandpas, they have been an ever improving team since season 1, and they've just gotten better this season. I think they're in their best form yet. They going into today's match, they were number 1. Paragon took that, but only by 2 points so far. So depending on how many German Grandpas can steal here, there's a chance that they could go back up into first. But and speaking about first place, Trauma is at 9. That's only 1 point behind German Grandpas. So depending on who comes out victorious here, will retake first place. We shall see. We shall see. It'll be interesting. Let's go back to the desk. And yeah, I still don't have any perspective. So we could talk about stats a little bit, but really want to make sure that I'm not missing it. They're still not live. Still not getting anyone live. And it is 3 past. Do I have to check other links? Does anyone know if anyone for German Grandpas or Trauma are live? Anyway, I'll stop harping on that. Statistics. Let me see if I can bring this up. I can. Okay, this is good. Statistics. All right. In looking at the let's go to detailed percentages here. So these haven't been updated since week 2. Okay, so keep that in mind. I haven't put in this week's stats yet, which is fine because the German Grandpas and Trauma have not competed yet this week. But in looking at the overall win rate for each game mode, German Grandpas are favored to win the TDM. I think that'll change today. I think Trauma is going to take TDM. I think they faltered in the game against Paragon. They made some mistakes. In fact, they even stated so when we were in lobby that they made mistakes. And then they fixed those mistakes in the second half. But that definitely set their numbers back a little bit. But that's going to change. They're pretty much at 50%. German Grandpas are at 58%. So it's not a significant margin. Search and Destroy, they're about even. 64-63. German Grandpas are still in the lead in terms of percentage, but not by a lot. And the same thing is true for Hardpoint, where it's 60% win rate for German Grandpas in terms of point accumulation, and then 54% for Trauma. So this isn't these numbers are very, very close in regards to each other. It's going to be a tough match.
I'm excited to see these S&D matches because Trauma has gotten like they're even worse than I remember them being the first time we played them. And German Grandpas just keep getting better and better and better, and they tend to enjoy the S&D more than other modes anyways.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just going to be messaging these guys. Not that anyone is really paying attention, but I did finally get the replay fixed on my end. I was excited about that. Not gonna lie.
I don't know how you guys do that. I would lose my mind trying to figure all that out. I mean, for Christ's sake, you still have to send me the link every time I need the caster link, because I can't ever find it.
Well, sometimes those have to be customly made. Like the one I sent you, I had to customize it. Some of them, Titch had made some automated ones that anyone could just pop into, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes they don't work.
I still didn't find them.
Fair enough. Fair enough. There's a lot that goes behind the scenes. Like I told you before, takes. Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't reported to me. Okay, hold on.
Happen?
Something happened that Spezzy is now the streamer.
So I'm assuming we're paying you every game.
I think you know.
I am going to check. You guys can hear the stream, so you know it's live. I don't know who is streaming. Maybe it's Mario or Team 1. I will
I
check.
don't see Mario Kart.
Slice? So it's either Mario or Mental Man. And all of a sudden now he pops up. Yeah, it's just popped up. Crazy how it just starts like that. All right.
Imagine that. Just look at it.
I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible. I do apologize. Okay, there we go. All right. And we are at retreat. Okay.
I just watched myself give my daughter demon eyes in the camera there. I don't know why I thought nobody could see me.
Hey, Nickel, how you doing? All right, it's TDM on retreat. We are going into it.
I think this is a good TDM map. Not everybody likes it, but I think it's a good layout for it. There's so many different separated areas that you can retreat to or fall back to in order to regroup and then move towards. And
It's a fun map. It's a close quarters map, but there's a lot of different angles, like the one Mental's on, you know, just standing on top of the planter box there. You can get an angle out to the and watch the crossover from Cafe. I do like the angles, but man, it being close quarter, those bombs and flashes are a real annoyance.
I'm sure that's why I like it. I generally
Okay,
toss
fair
it
enough.
sticky, and I always get a kill from a corner. Toss it up. You always toss it in the zigzag, in the laundry, and at the planers. No matter like where you're coming from or where you're going. Any time you run past those areas, chuck a sticky. You'll thank me for it.
The Fergie bombs. Heard them yesterday on Dojo, and I was like, it's either a distraction or she's coming that way. I don't know. I have no idea.
I've adapted them. I've started, like, instead of just using them as grenades, they are now my mobile radar. They are my baits. They are my distractions.
The upside is to your strategy is that you never really know what your intention is as the opponent, which is good. It's good for you. Pain in the ass for us.
Justin actually adapted to them fairly quickly. Of course, you know, he practiced with us so much and everything that he had to do something to adjust to them quickly. So he got to where anytime he seen or heard the stickies, he would charge them. I'm like, well, okay, if you're just gonna do that, then I'm just gonna throw them out there and wait for you to come to me.
Deception.
But it does suck when I actually land the sticky on them and they charge me, though, because your own grenades will kill you.
Yeah. The whole kamikaze attack.
Yeah, that sucks.
All right, scoreline fairly close from last I saw, 20-31. That's not a significant margin. Plenty of playtime left to come back, but I do believe Trauma are maintaining the lead here.
To your left, man.
Oh my god, the shot and shish kebab maneuver. Cook them up a bit, stick them on your stick. That sounds a little... Don't take that on context, please. Right now, Slice holding up Trauma with the most kills, although not too far behind are his teammates with 10 and 9 apiece.
That was a good save, Slice.
I'm liking the excessive fire everywhere. Like, normally if fire is more seen on hardpoint and stuff, but there is someone that is throwing fire almost consistently in random fucking places.
Oh, my bad.
It is nice to see utility being used more adaptably than it used to be. In previous seasons, all you saw were mollies and flash or grenades. But now we got stickies, smokes, flashes, mollies, and all different kinds of game modes.
Nickel said too late. Did you clip it, Nickel?
Oh, okay. Coffee shop, Bronco.
No, but he certainly took it out of context. The scoreline still relatively close, within 12. There's only a 1-point difference from the last time we checked the scoreline. So German Grandpas are holding their own. The point margin has been obtained by Trauma, but now it's on German Grandpas to make up the difference and try to retake the lead here. They're not far behind, but this is going to be difficult.
And now that Trauma has the lead that they have, they can kind of stick together and hold one area, and then it's kind of left on the German Grandpas to have to push.
I agree with that strategy. I just don't think Trauma are inclined to sit. That's the only thing. They're going to continue to push. I think they're going to try to demoralize German Grandpas.
You didn't used to until the rule of 35 being incorporated. It's almost like when that rule was incorporated, it has inquired people to sit back more where they typically wouldn't have.
Well, that's good to know. That means the rule kind of did its job.
At least from what like I've seen, yeah, like it definitely made people hit it hard really, really fast, and then it tends to like peter out towards the end of the match.
And that was the point of the rule, was to enforce some sort of gameplay, some action, because we had some really slow-ass matches in Season 2. And now we're getting that action, but it allows teams that whoever reach that limit to then employ the strategy that they choose, which was the whole intention. Make sure you get some action in there, but also, you know, play how you want to play. This point difference has increased substantially, though. We're at the 20-point mark, and German Grandpas have a long way to go. Sorry, I'm burping from all the W I'm drinking. Jeez Louise.
Thought it was from all the wolf heads in chat.
Alright, got him.
No, I don't choke on those anymore. I don't think that out. Oh God.
Second floor, Sean. Okay.
I gotta just.
Nickel, tell me you clipped that one.
I just gotta
want
stop
you to
opening my
clip it so we
mouth,
can all
man.
take it out of context. Yeah. We want to engage in the.
Friendly RC. Got him.
He just throw his gun up and catch it. You smooth son of a bitch, you. This ain't the time to be fancy, mental. Jesus.
Wow, nice.
Wasn't Slice saying, oh, the EU server?
Yeah.
Now watch the score.
I ever feel like mental is somewhat
Modest.
a mutant when it comes to Alvo.
For everyone.
Well, if anyone ever goes to his YouTube page, which I encourage you to, because he plays a variety of different games and he's got pretty decent viewing. You'll see that he plays a lot of shooting games. Pavlov. He's right now playing Into the Radius. I think the first one still, which is a lot of shooting. I'm not sure if he's played Tarkov yet. I don't think that's on PSVR 2. He also plays a lot of racing, GT7. But regardless, he does play a lot of shooting games. So even if he hasn't played Alvo, his stability and aim and weapon control hasn't gotten rusty, that's for sure.
He is killing it. He is on like a 10 kill streak and hasn't died yet. Like If you were allowed to have 2 kill streaks, then he would be pushing a second turret right now.
Oh yeah, he's got 31 kills right now for his team alone, and they've already reached triple digits.
My word.
I mean, I've seen a lot of decent plays here. Nothing super exciting for replay value, but I mean, alone, that score line 110 to 75. I mean, geez Louise. That's impressive.
Crispy today.
That is absolutely impressive. So, huge win there by Trauma, and by I gotta mute this, by a significant margin as well. I can't wait till Titch gives
I
me that
didn't
new
realize-
APS.
I'm half blind and I keep like getting an inch from the screen, and then when we pop back up, I'm like eye to eye with myself. And I'm huge.
Come on, Hacks.
Oh my god, you want to come on Hacks? That's disgusting.
So kind of how I suspected that one would go, like even though Trauma was sitting at a lower win percentage rate than German Grandpa's was on TDM, I think that was only because of their previous match with Paragon where they had faltered quite a bit on town, and that kind of put their rating a little bit lower. But when it came to the second half, they were vastly different, and I figured that was going to carry over into this match, and it certainly did. Hitting triple digits in team deathmatch is pretty wild. I mean, granted, it's a small map. You could probably do it on Monastery, but that's not to say that it's still an easy task to do, you know?
I think a map choice does have a lot of factor in as far as number of kills. So a lot of people, like for repeat offenders specifically, you know, because yesterday we did not meet that quota in house. I think a choice of a smaller map because I don't think we met it in Hangar either, to be honest. Like maybe as far as picking your maps, if you struggle to reach that quota against certain teams, picking smaller maps might benefit you in the aspect of reaching that goal.
Yeah, I agree with that. Map choice is definitely a factor. I think the challenge is, though, depending on the team and the team you're going up against, how aggressive they're going to be. Be honest, like, we weren't being very aggressive yesterday. I mean, this is very true. But it really
You know
comes... Go ahead.
those days where like
Two dojo.
you have everything planned out, you've worked it all out, you know what you're supposed to do, you know what the plan is, and then you get in there and it just all goes to shit. And
Yep.
everything flies out the window.
Yep.
That was yesterday for us.
One scaffold man.
You know, I can appreciate
It
and
just-
respect that.
There was no grasping it. It's like everything that we practiced went out the window. Everything we knew that we wanted to do was gone, and it was,
There was still one.
I don't know. It just all went to hell. Okay, there was no saving it after that. That was a quick elimination for all of them. German crane balls.
And this is Trauma's bread and butter right here. I mean, they are just so dominant on this. Their positioning, their movement, their ability to get to the spots that they need to at such a rapid pace, it almost seems impossible.
Hey, Bumble, du hast einen Kill.
But they're an impressive bunch on this map. Even with being on attack, you know, German Grandpas, and I don't know, I find it like where they're currently posted, defending A, I'm not gonna lie, is kind of difficult. Unless you try to cross the street there, and by the time you cross the street, there's a chance that they could have already pushed through double doors. And it just makes contending A very, very difficult, and there's so much exposure there. So German Grandpas are doing the best that they can. They're definitely holding down the dojo. They're holding down A, but there's a high risk associated with all this. Black Mario and Big Balls both getting eliminations early on.
I'm up in the office. The office is clear.
Nice.
It's always
Bomb can
kind of
kind
difficult
go up.
depending on
Like,
where you're
oh,
spawned
come,
to.
let's go,
Because a
come
lot
on,
of
come.
times when
Come
A
on,
is in the
there's one
underpass, your
down.
spawn point is in the dojo.
Planting.
And in order to get over to the A side, you have to cross that main street. And nobody wants to do it, especially with Trauma on the other side.
Andy.
Because
okay,
their
he's
abilities
got
with
his
those
stairs,
chocos are
stairs,
absolutely
stairs.
insane.
Ooh, Andy able to take out 2 in a 1v3. He's got one more left, and he's able to do it! Wait. Oh, that was Slice. Okay.
I thought really, oh, we messed it.
I saw Andy's name. I saw a lot of stuff happening, and then Slice's name popped up. My bad.
We was just pushing.
Slice able to save Trauma, but Andy's still putting in the work in a 1v3, taking out 2 of them. Impressive nonetheless.
Now right.
Yeah.
Just to get it clear.
But Slice taking a slice out of their happiness in that moment.
So we're running in their arms now. Or
what
should
we
we
do
take
now?
B?
This is one of those players that has gotten just
Go to B now.
stupid good for no real reason. Like, there's no reason. You ain't got no business being that good, Slice. Like, honestly.
Nice.
Yeah,
okay.
you're gonna you need to be in a league of your own, buddy.
Yeah, okay. Is
Going
he
to a
alone?
noodle stand? Noodle stand?
Right van? In the middle, there was
Yeah,
shooting.
he's noodle stand. Can someone get me in the
Yeah,
this one?
I get you.
You know that garage door
He's
or
open
garage
that
roof
stand.
that Mental was on.
Can get your
He was able to get a couple eliminations off of. That has become a huge meta on this map in covering the double doors section. Any kind of movement towards the double doors from scaffolding, you got perfect view of scaffolding. You can jump up to peek over the wall, and you also have that perspective onto the roof that leads up to the balconies. From the double doors, you have perfect perspective from there as well. So it's become a true meta for this map. Andy, once again, all alone. Mental was trying to pull out the sniper there, didn't need it, and they're able to walk away from this 3-0. Now they play defense.
In the dojo, looking at the names. My name
By the way, I want to
There's
give a
something
shout out to Emily, Emily, I think, for following about 5 hours ago. Appreciate it.
Der kommt schon.
There is something incredibly
Die waren alle schon an der Bombe. Ich habe gerade die Bombe
intimidating
abgenommen.
about
Die sind alle bei der
Trauma
Bombe.
and the way that they
Ist keiner mit mir gerannt zu A? Alter.
sometimes they hold back,
Wir
sometimes
müssen
they
erstmal die
push.
Bombe holen.
But when they do attack, regardless of whenever that attack comes, it is so fast all at once, and there's so many of them.
Verstehst du? Ich
But
hab
you
die Bombe
just
geholt,
you're
indem
you're
ich die
left
Bombe
shaken
abgenommen
and
habe,
not
jetzt kommt die erste
knowing
Granate.
what to
Das ist
expect
normal,
as
das
far
nicht.
as where
Aber
they're
du
gonna
musst
come
liegen
from.
lassen,
But
wenn
you
sie
know
oben
that
ist.
it's
Gleich
coming,
wegrennen.
and it makes you incredibly like intimidated.
There's a true challenge of knowing where they're going to push from. Anyone who's watching, make sure you pay attention to the movements. Hey, NGR. Make sure you pay attention to the movements. Make sure you pay attention to the rotations. You know, we have trialed many, many different tactics against them on Dojo. Just in our one game that we played against them, we tried pushing hard. We tried splitting up our attack. We tried sitting back. We tried a combination of them. There's nothing that can really prepare you for what they're going to do. And it sounds like we're,
Kommt gleich zu,
you know,
gleich filtern.
raising our glass to them.
Renne gleich zu A.
But, you know, the proof is in the pudding. Their performance is outstanding on this map. And it has not been, no one else has been comparable to it. But Bamblebee does get down, but there's, I believe, at least one elimination by Spezzy. Work on getting the revive. Black Jeep coming around, able to take out one. They're not watching their flank, and they're both able to get taken out, and that's going to be a 6-0 sweep
6-0, Alter.
for Trauma. Yeesh.
Goodness. Well, it's not just that we're raised on our class. It's one of the.
Ihr Arschlöcher,
If
könnt
you've
ihr uns mal
ever been,
loslaufen
if you've
lassen?
ever had your ass stomped by Trauma, the pain
Mal
changes
loslaufen
you.
lassen?
Okay, it's like a tattoo. You're never the same after Trauma. It's just rampage themselves all over your face.
All over your face. Just all over it. It's like all right here. Just, you see
There's
this?
something else you can take out of context.
Just rub it in. Just make sure it's a moisturizer. Make sure it gets
Moisturizer.
under the skin. Oh, goodness. By the way, we're up to 904 followers. I never thought that we would have that many. If you guys are enjoying it, be sure to share this with everybody else. It looks as though that the frames have been relatively stable so far. I know that there have been a couple of hitches, but you know, that's bound to happen. You couldn't see what the lineup for Trauma was? It's Slice, Big Balls, DLT Bronco, Mental, and Mario. So, yeah, be sure to share this link. Be sure to share this with other people. We are trying to reach others. Also, check out our TikTok that is being run by Dippy himself. He is doing a fantastic job. There's some wonderful content up there. Be sure to go to amateur_hour_commentary over on TikTok. Check us out. Give us a follow. We've gotten quite a few follows, and our view rate has actually increased quite a bit. So that's exciting. And I'm going to work on trying to get. I'm going to try to get some more of that content over to the YouTube channel as well, which you should subscribe to. All right.
Hello, NGR.
Hard
That
point.
is a lot of emojis, Puddles.
What do you think we're going to
she's
do for
talking to
hard
you,
point?
Wolf.
Oh, hi, GG hype.
I'm expecting somewhere small. Or multiple levels. Oh, it's right there.
House night. Interesting choice. I don't like house.
Not what I would have thought. Would have expected like veranda or monastery.
I personally don't like house for hardpoint too much. And I think I've talked about this before. So if I'm redundant and repetitive, apologies. But you're going to hear it again. The second floor balcony of the house is an annoying spot. It's probably the worst hardpoint spawn for any of the maps. Out of any of the maps, it's the worst. Almost, I mean, there's one that comes second to that, and that's the one on Desert, right next to the fountain that you have to hop up on the building and get to. But people have actually been able to sit there. I would say that the second floor balcony of house is probably the worst spawn because almost no one is able to spend a significant amount of time there at all with respect to their score line. So I hate it. I think it's the worst spawn point. I also don't like the hard points down in the tunnels. A lot of people say that they enjoy that. They think it's fun. Yeah, it's fun, but if you're trying to hold a point, it's very difficult to hold sometimes. Some people are really, really good at it, but it's what makes it challenging is it's limited range to limited access to throw utility. Like you can't really get grenades out, can't really get smokes out effectively, or Molotovs. People still do it, but if you're far away, it's such a long line of sight from like the center of the tunnels to either end. So you can't really sneak up on anyone. It's just a pain in the ass map for hardpoint. And anyone who picks it, you know what? All power to you, but screw you. That's all I gotta say.
It's interesting to hear that you point out the specific points that you find incredibly difficult, but then like I find those manageable, but the pergola is the one that fucks me over every damn time.
See, that's funny.
It's almost like you spawn on the orange car more than you do over by the shed. Like once it flips and you stay at the orange car longer than you do coming from shed, and you're bottlenecked trying to get into that point.
See, the pergola, I don't mind. That's funny because like the ones that you don't mind, I hate, and the ones that you don't like, I'm okay with. Pergola is a little easier for me because you know exactly where people are going to sit, and grenades actually do something. You can actually get them back there. And yes, Ranger, I still don't talk or stop talking. My talking is never ending when I'm on stream. And I have aged, but that's the wonder of cameras and sitting far away from them. You can't see the age lines. So.
Unlike my dumb ass that's sitting an inch from the fucking lens.
But yeah, I am trying to stay youthful. Best that I can, best any of us can, right?
Drinking his dubby.
By drinking the dubby. That's right.
By drinking the dubby.
Get yourself a dub. Get some dubby.
He wants it in his mouth. Take that out of context.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well, we're gonna switch over to German Grandpa's because Mental was dealing with some stuff there. Oh, gotta get the audio. Sorry. Those are still a little bit broken. I'm waiting for Titch to send me an upgrade or an update to that. And we'll get that sorted. It is the camera. The camera can either add weight or take away age lines. One of the two.
I feel like it adds weight and gives me age line.
Well, we're just complete
Differences, I'm
opposites
okay
today, I
with
guess.
I
You're back to
know,
work?
normally
Alright,
we're
man.
identical.
Ach, scheiße. Ich bin drin.
By the way, I see people using their utility, like, we just saw Spezzy throw the grenade and then also throw the Molotov. If you're running with Double Trouble, I think it's Double Trouble, right? If you're running with that, you can switch between the utility items. You just gotta, once you're holding it, you just click the thumbstick, and you should be able to switch. For anyone who doesn't know that, that's kind of, a lot of people actually don't know that. Yeah, you can switch between them.
You're kidding me.
No,
How did I not know this?
well, a lot of people don't know
I've
it.
heard double stickies, but
No, yeah,
I've
not.
always watched everyone just throw the one they don't want to use so that they can get to the, the second one.
No, yeah. If you ever watch my stream and you see me running with the Double Trouble, because sometimes I run with a smoke as well, you'll see I'll switch to my smoke on a regular, like if we're going to be doing hard point or something like that. That way I don't waste my grenade. But yeah, just click the
I
thumbstick.
feel like I need to pinpoint this conversation and just show done.
Yeah, don't waste your utility, folks. Save it. Use the controls. And here's the thing, I don't even think it's labeled on the control scheme. I'm not sure. I haven't looked.
I'll check it.
But it also doesn't tell you in the tutorial, which is weird. So, I don't know.
Yeah, he was.
Alright. I'll get behind.
Oh, you got help. They're coming
I
from
see
the
so many
car.
people like going back into the tutorial to tweak their settings and stuff. And I'm really curious about it, but I'm also really afraid that I'm gonna fuck it up and I won't be able to get it back to the way it's supposed to be.
I don't know from where.
Window.
This is probably the best place to perimeter control that pergola.
It's one of the
Aside
easier
from that
spots,
second floor,
right?
Everyone like, yeah, because you're not up on the point, so you're not being targeted by the enemy, but yet you can still see them before they actually make contact with the point.
If I read that correctly, it's 60 to 42, still in favor of trauma. Ooh, nice little hop-up spot,
not too-
mental.
That's not a
They're in
huge
front of the house,
difference.
coming
That's
in.
like 1 point. If they can get a good hold on 1 point, they could catch up, no problem.
Yep. Maybe one more?
Oh, mental on that roof is scary. They take him
Go on,
down.
Joel.
In the- Oh, you got him, nice.
Another one long.
This is the challenge with the shed, is you can easily contest it, but the moment you go in, there's a barrage of grenades and explosions and fire.
One in the shed.
It's just like, once you get in, you're like, yes, I've secured it. No, I'm dead. It's like there's no surviving at the shed.
I got it.
Once you got it, though, like once your entire team establishes control, you pretty much got it set. It's really hard to take an entire team off of that.
Oh.
Go, go,
I've
go.
noticed the best way for me, specifically, to handle the shed is to be nowhere near the shed. It got distant perimeter control. It seems to work better for me that way, and I seem to actually get more eliminations going into the point than I do if I'm like closer to it trying to pick them off.
And in the bushes.
It's.
Yep.
I'm so sorry that you guys just had to listen to that. I didn't even realize he was yelling.
Share and spawn with them.
That's okay. I barely noticed it myself.
Coming up tunnel. All coming up tunnel.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because I, too, am a parent.
Oh, one more time.
I'm subject to it.
You're used to that switch that you just,
Yep.
Oh, I didn't hear anything. I feel bad for my team. You know how hard it is for my team sometimes when, like, they're trying to focus and my kids are screaming and Bambi's in the background, dancing and laughing, and it's like everyone can hear them. And there's like, I try to keep him quiet, but he's 3. There's only so much I can do.
Kids are kids,
Sorry.
It's because we're used to hearing it. Yeah, exactly.
It's the garage, right? Yeah. Yep.
Achtung, die kommen vom großen Eingang.
Because you're used to hearing it. It's pretty bad when my team actually starts using the team safe word to my children. When they get too loud, disgruntled's like pineapples.
I was gonna say pineapple. Is that really a safe word anymore? Now that everybody knows it, is it really safe?
Back to Mecca.
Nice
Yes,
bank of the
because
grenade. Holy cow!
Gottes Willen.
you know how like most teams will literally
Take
like
out
the
those-
captains will take control of like a chaotic situation and they're like, okay, focus.
Sammeln.
We say pineapple. It catches all of our attention. Like that's the one word that if we hear, everyone knows to chill the fuck out for a second.
Ooh, nice stab in the face there by Spezzy.
Feld in der Mitte, Feld. Ich bin dort.
Not able to secure that garage, though, is now back on 10th. The rotation is so critical in hardpoint. I know there's a tendency for a lot of people just to want to get these eliminations and be like, I want to get my revenge. But in hardpoint, sometimes you got to sit back and be like, all right, we lost that. We hear the counter. The point's going to rotate. Let's sit back and just wait for the rotation. That's critical in hardpoint. Getting that early capture is imperative for some degree of success. And German grandpas have been trying, but every time they touch that point, taken right off of it and have to fight for it once again. And these spawns are not working in their favor in the slightest.
What was up with the spawns yesterday in Dojo? Did you
Awful.
guys notice the spawn? It was like stuck on one. It wouldn't give you a different spawn at all.
It was
played
awful.
the same one for both of us.
Yeah, it was awful. It was not great. And it's not like there's rhyme or reason. It literally is algorithmically designed to put you away from
Unterm Turm ist einer.
the enemy.
Tower.
But it's just... yeah, I don't know. The randomness sometimes leads to too much repetition.
Spawns und bist tot.
I don't think the German grandpas are going to be coming back from this. I think trauma is a little bit too far ahead. That point has been a little too red for too long. They've accumulated 80 points, but yeah, unfortunately, 200 has been reached.
Das Spawns, da steht einer für
However,
uns.
I've got a replay here, folks. Really good moment from Mental, covering from the rocks, and able to get some eliminations even though his team is taken off the point. He prevents a retake, even gets a rocket launcher down there, which is fantastic, and secures that point.
Wer macht auf? Spezi, du?
So, really, really awesome. And guess what?
Andy, Stream, baust du
The replay worked.
Ich mach, ja?
Ja, okay.
It worked. Thank you, JD's House of Trophies, for providing us that replay and all the wonderful support you guys have been giving us. That is going to bring us to halftime. I don't know if they're going to hop right back in or if they're going to take a break or not. But as tradition for me, I'm going to do a quick run through of everyone who has helped us. But I'm going to keep it short for you guys. Okay, you guys know Gaming Synergy. It's run by Sean, who also develops this game. A big shout out to him. Oh, let me mute them. Sorry, keep forgetting to do that. There were a couple of errors that have occurred during week 2, and he immediately noticed it and immediately corrected it. So thank you very much, Sean, for being such a wonderful, owner and responder to your website. It's made everything so much easier. Gaming Synergy has been a partner since about 2019, 2020, and we appreciate all of their work. So thank you for that. Also, JD's House of Trophies is our first and true sponsor. They have created the trophies for us for the past past 3 seasons now. We got the other one that will be coming in hopefully relatively soon. I'm excited for that. But they're more than just trophy designers. They also create many other things. Go to jdshouseoftrophies.com. Check out all the different stuff that they offer. It's all customizable. It's fantastic quality, and customer service is well above average. Absolutely love those guys. Thank you, JD's House of Trophies, for supporting us for the past 3 seasons. ProTube. We have a lot of links for ProTube in the AWL Discord. If you're not already in the AWL Discord, you can head on over to it. There should be a link, I believe, in the original or in the primary Alvo Discord. If you click on it, join us. We have links to every single item on the website. Unfortunately, it's not a discount for you guys, but if you're looking to buy something anyway, you can help us out by clicking on our links. Every purchase that is used or that is made through one of those links helps us get money, and that helps us pay more into what we do with AWL. I wouldn't advertise these guys if I didn't believe in it. I still use my ProTube. There's replacement parts for every single item that they sell. So even if you have like what I have, which is a mag tube, every little part on there is replaceable, and you can purchase it through one of those links as well. So be sure to go to our Discord, check it out, click on those links if you're considering buying a ProTube. Big shout out to them. W.GG is, well, I mean, I'm drinking it. Okay. I love W. W is wonderful. It's sold internationally and it's designed specifically for streamers and gamers. It's patented to give you that energy that you need without the crash, and it doesn't give you any shakes, which a lot of energy drinks actually do. It's also not harmful. I've checked the ingredients myself, and having spent a lot of time focusing on nutritional facts, I didn't see anything that in the ingredients that seemed overwhelmingly concerning. So I wouldn't buy it myself or try it if I was like, I don't know how healthy this is. But genuinely, a lot of the ingredients are natural in origin, and only a few artificial things in there, but nothing that is considered dangerous by the FDA. So check it out. Go to w.gg. You can use AHC at checkout to get 10% off a purchase. I have tried 5 or 6 different kinds of flavors at this point, and I'm absolutely loving every single one. Also in the AWL Discord, we have a link that automatically applies the discount by just clicking on that link. So you can click on that, it'll bring you to the website, and no matter what you click on, it will automatically apply the discount. And the last I want to talk about is Rep Sports, Raise Energy. If you're into physical fitness, if you're into just general health and wellness, Rep Sports does have quite a few products that can assist you in supplementation, like protein, creatine, pre-workouts, BCAAs, stuff like that. I used to be really big into fitness. I've kind of dropped off for a while, but I'm still very attentive to what's available. And if you guys are interested, we have a promo code for that as well. AHC, very simple. AHC at checkout for 15% off your total purchase of anything on the store. Now for W and Rep Sports, if there's already a discount to one of the items, you cannot apply the AHC discount. Just give you a heads up. So if you're trying to buy something that's already discounted, you can't use our promo code. So just keep that in mind. And shout out. Oh, I got one more shout out, not only to the players, but also the people who have anonymously gifted us, or I say gifted. Yeah, gifted is appropriate for this situation. Gifted us money to put back towards the league. So big shout out to them. They want to remain anonymous, and I appreciate that. So I'm going to respect that. But anyone who does want to support us in any sort of way, there is a link. You can always message me. It goes right to the PayPal. That PayPal is the AHC account for the AWL or any other tournaments or leagues that we run. So, and shout out to Titch. Yeah, sure. Shout out to Titch for actually making any of this possible, because without him, you'd probably have something like what I started with, which is nothing to this caliber. So appreciate all that he's done.
Thank you, Titch. Thank you.
There's the emo hair flip. I love it. Love it. All right. I'd put up a poll, but that means I would have to log out and log into the AHC Twitch, which I did not do because it tends to mess things up. So I just didn't touch it. But if you guys want to let us know who you think is going to win the next TDM, post in chat, please. Let us know. Is it going to be Trauma or German Grandpas? I'm curious to know what your thoughts are, since I haven't been able to put up a poll.
I think Trauma's on a rampage.
Yeah.
They didn't take a break to relax. They took a break to like smoke crack or something and then come back all buzzed out.
I don't know, man. Like, they're just such a versatile team. They were second in season 1, only behind Death Squad. And I don't want to cast shade to Death Squad, but I'll be honest. I think if they were to face off again today, I think Trauma would win. And that's not casting shade. I just think that Trauma in season 1, they were coming off of not only the beta league victory, and then they also had the Search and Destroy tournament victory. The only thing that they didn't win out of those 3 events was season 1, and it wasn't by a significant margin. Bring the other guy back from yesterday. Who, Steve?
I'll trade with Steve. Steve can come in.
No, please don't do that to me. I do love Steve.
But
He's a great guy, but
it would be fun. I'm sorry I'm moving so much. I'm actually sitting in my floor and my ass cheek is done gone to sleep and it is completely numb. So if
Yeah,
you
that's
see
fine.
me shifting around, I do apologize.
It is fine. Okay, so I don't have any official information. I mean, I have some official information, but like, I'm speculating at this point. But people have been wondering where this new patch update is. Right? It's been talked about. There's been a few images that have been shared, and everyone's like, "Yeah, it's going to come out in like 2026." Right? Just so everybody knows, it has been worked on to a significant degree. In fact, there's a couple of maps, one that I've known about for ages, one that actually was even being worked on last year. And there's a brand new one, which is, holy cow. It's probably going to be the biggest map that we have, even in comparison to Desert. And it's going to have the most, it's going to allow for the most creative plays, in my opinion. So I'm excited for that. So maps have been made. There's the Halloween update that is prepared, and it should be coming out. Now, why has there been a delay? Because Sony is Sony, and some of their systems are a little bit difficult to navigate and code for. The store in particular, they have very specific, I guess, there's very specific coding that is necessary to make it work. And strangely enough, the PS4 was more challenging than the PS5. I don't know why. Don't ask. I didn't even inquire myself. All I know is that that's what was shared with me. But that should all be set. That as of yesterday, I believe that should all be set. My anticipated release window is within the next 2 weeks. I think as long as we get another test in beta within the next couple of days, there's a chance that we could see it at the end of next week. That's my belief. If there are no significant issues. If not, definitely a couple of weeks. But that means that it should be ready for Halloween. So
I'm excited for Halloween. I love Halloween.
you know what my son's been watching a lot of? The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Hey,
still Tim Burton.
I have gotten him hooked, and so he watched the movie twice today, and then he watched it a third time, but the sing-along version. So, my wife is utterly irritated with me, but I'm okay with her being irritated with me.
Before you die, that's the
You
goal.
got my kids hooked on Astrobot. Now it's all three of them that watch your streams like over and over and over again.
It's a fun game, and we're going to be getting some speed runs too. That I'm really excited about.
They're in the library area. Yeah, there you go, Mark.
God, Astrobot is such a good game.
It's so,
Got me there.
so
Kitchen.
cute too.
Kitchen bongo.
Got him. Thanks.
It's almost as cute as
Okay, we
Shell
spawn
is.
at the
Yeah, flippy.
barbecue site.
Oh God. For my well-being and safety, I will refuse to comment on that.
They're going up the stairs right here, Mental.
Right, got one.
Nice.
Shell just, I don't know, Shell just gets me. She just has that like dominating aura about her, you know? And it's magical, especially like she just enters the room and it's like all eyes on her and she cold chills.
Oh.
Mufasa. Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa.
Exactly. That's what it's like for me with Shell. Okay, she makes me excited.
Die kam trotzdem
Can't
16.
help it.
I think that's why she changed her name ultimately to Mufasa.
Because Mufasa's king, bitch. No, I'm kidding.
Fergie just politely called you a bitch.
Gern rechts von dir.
Says Stitch.
No,
Hinter dir, Gem.
I said because Mufasa's the queen, bitch. Like as if she
Gem
was
über dir.
saying that.
Noch eine.
Oh, Titch.
Zwei noch bei dir.
Bitch is just trying to. You guys know me.
He's a pot
Okay,
stirrer. He's a pot stirrer. That's all he.
This is what I mean, not what I say.
Titch
You
is
know
a
what I mean.
Titch is a trolls community chef. Okay, he likes to cook up a lot of things.
I meant like she enters the room and she just like
What's in
she's the queen, and she didn't have to say anything, and like she can enter the room, and it's like her demeanor is like, I'm the queen, bitches. No, I wasn't saying she was the bitch. You guys have done fucked me up now.
Look at you're guilt-ridding her. What is wrong with you guys?
I can't even like text. Autocorrect fucking hates me, and it's I have the same communication problem with speaking. The same fucking shit happens.
You're doing that?
What I mean is not what comes out.
Was gibt's da einfach nicht?
Well, based on the scoreline from what I've seen, Trauma maintains a pretty comfortable lead. It's not entirely comfortable. They
Jetzt schon wieder?
cannot sit back and wait, but they are at 41 points to the 23 of German Grandpas. They're not totally unreasonable to suspect that German Grandpas could come back here,
Top 4? No, nice.
but time is ticking.
Okay.
And is it a 5v4? Did I see that correctly?
24 to 40 something.
Yeah, it's a 5v4, so it looks like Mental's going to sit back a little bit and let them kind of duke it out.
Got him.
That's very polite of you, Mental.
Oh, Biggie, watch to the pool.
Do you want to shovel with your spade?
And,
What are you
cinema.
talking about?
Right to mental.
You're the one that's making it something
I
it
was
wasn't.
by
Is he
barbecue.
thumbs upping?
He was thumbs
What a
upping. Did you see that?
smartass.
He knows we were
I
watching
think I'm
him.
watching the delayed
Scheiße, egal.
Yeah, he knows we were watching him.
Ja, das ist einer.
Toilette ist einer. Oh,
Wo ist denn eine Toilette?
Oh. Hi, Spezzy.
Yeah, see, going up those stairs is so tricky, especially when you know someone's at the other side. It's best just go inside and go up the inside stairs. It's hard to make that decision, though, because you don't want to lose your positioning. You don't want to take away any advantage that you have, but yeah, I think it could be frustrating. No matter how fast you move, jump, slide, all that stuff. All right, looks like all 5 are back in. Okay. Is Mental up? Yes, he is. He is erect, ladies and gentlemen.
Fully. I'm not gonna say that. Never mind.
yeah, got it.
Attention.
Nah.
He's at attention. Yes, he is vertical. There's a 20-point difference here. German Grandpas still a long way to go. And clipped. Well done, Nickel. These are all things that can go onto our TikTok, by the way. Go to amateur_hour_commentary on TikTok and give us a follow. You'll see a couple of clips that are just as comical as that one.
To the stairs.
Exactly how many different scenarios do you think that we could come up with
Barbecue table.
specifically that topic?
I
Like,
can't imagine how
his Slim
bad this
Shady
map
is standing up.
Got him.
How long do you think we could go before we run out of shit to say?
Mental.
When it comes to thinking in the gutter,
It's not good.
I am a citizen of the sewers.
Oh shit, right.
I don't run out of material.
Yeah, you predicted it.
Oh, what a stab
pool
on
tables.
there.
Jump.
Still watching the delayed screen.
Ooh,
It's
nice
worse than
shots
Fergie.
there
I
by
never
GAM.
Oh,
What's coming up?
Bumble is running with a shotgun.
Oh, you know
I'll
what?
make a check command for it. He's what? It started for me. I can't see it.
Let me actually get you my perspective. That is one thing I did not do for you. It's my mistake. I'm new to production, guys. 76 to 59. The gap has closed, but
Friendly RC?
by very minimal. Only a couple of kills.
Still 2 kitchen.
No way.
One sticky could win it all. One sticky to fight.
Nice shot. Nice. Oh.
All holding that, no. We should
I still like that shot, though.
no.
I'm going to capture that one and go back and watch it. Because it's very rare that we see anyone run with the Chaco other than people like Mental.
Trying to hold a little bit more.
So it's nice to see every once in a while.
Barbecue outside, under the barbecue.
Pool table.
Erect.
Nice kill.
Oh, he's erect.
I
Now I
am
get
not.
Whoa.
it.
Office
No,
and
I was trying to read what Titch said, but I couldn't because it was starred. And then Nickel said click the stars, and then I realized that
Got 'em.
this whole time that I never knew what anyone was saying. I could have just clicked on it.
Side balcony. Middle.
Ask me why they let my tech illiterate ass on this thing, okay? They had a lapse in judgment of my intelligence.
It's for comical purposes.
It's for the content.
By the way, does anyone know? I know that you could do this in zombies, but can you actually store? Do they set it up so you could store the rocket launcher now? You don't have to use the ammo if you don't want to.
I've never used the rocket launcher.
I don't use them either because I always kill myself. So in game, by the way,
exactly.
Twitch in game.
Gleich fertig, 3 Stunden.
In game. I was gonna say, do you need an emo hair flip there?
Okay.
Uh
Back down to 4?
what's happened?
Drop back
Someone
down to 4.
dropped.
oh. Yeah. Well, nice little play here again by Mental, really giving us some of the clips, catching someone coming up the stairs at Barbecue, able to take someone out sliding into Barbecue. Apparently there was a party there, and he was able to take one out across at the Planters, prepping that rocket launcher. But really well played there by Trauma, taking yet another victory. I did not mean to do that. Oh, I see 2 blue icons. I see 2 blue icons, and I sometimes hit the wrong one for the score. You've been able to do, okay, that's what I figured. I never run with them, and I don't know. But I knew someone in chat would know because there's quite a few people who actually use rocket launchers. So, all right, that's good to know. Yeah. Just can't switch to your secondary. But that's kind of fine, right? Like, you don't need to switch to your secondary unless you're dependent on it. You know, there were a couple of times yesterday in the match, even against Trauma, where I ran out of ammo and I needed to go to my pistol, but I don't know. Shovey, yeah, you tend to run that rocket launcher. I don't know how you don't kill yourself with it half the time. Or maybe you do, and I don't recognize it.
I couldn't live long enough to use all of my ammo, so it wasn't a problem for me.
Listen, sometimes it's just wasted ammo. Sometimes you're just suppressing someone, and it has nothing to do with actually getting shots on target. That's why I tend to run the max ammo perk in a lot of my loadouts, because I tend to waste ammo a lot for suppressive fire or just doing some minimal damage to keep people down. You do kill yourself a lot? Okay, in-game. If you're wondering why I keep saying in-game, it's because if you say some of that other stuff without context, then they're going to pull it out of context and you can get, you know, in trouble
Which
for
will
it.
get upset.
Yeah. More than half the time, probably? That's impressive. I wouldn't suspect that. Are you guys enjoying these map transitions, by the way? You like them?
I love the transitions. I think they're great.
Yeah, I think they're cool.
I know Spellman mentioned them yesterday. Spellman said she really liked them yesterday. I think Puddles actually said that they were really good too in one of the matches.
They're still not of the quality that I want. Like, yes, Titch did a really good job with it, with the videos that I gave him, but the videos are still unstable. I don't really like. I need like I need a legitimate spectator camera.
I think they're great though. Like the angles that you chose to fly in and then the direction you chose to fly it. They never even got out of those cop cars. Oh no.
Ooh.
Just know that every map transition, or not everyone,
Oh,
but just
sorry,
about every map transition that. What happened?
I didn't have their audio up. That was my bad, folks.
Das machen die gleich wieder. Andy, lass uns vorrennen, ja? Weiter vor, weiter vor.
When you talk during it, it quiets your voice. Yeah, I noticed that too, but I'm too stupid to say
During what,
anything.
map transitions?
Yes.
Oh,
During when the map transitions are going on, the commentators are like very hard to hear.
That's okay.
Just know that in those map transitions, a lot of them, as you're looking at this perfectly pristine empty map, there is a little Fergie curled up in a ball somewhere else in the map hiding so that she doesn't get caught and will scare her. It makes me laugh because that's what I see every time you do like a transition. I'm like, I know where I'm at during that. I'm in that little corner, cut up in a little
Letzte
ball,
Runde
being as
Bombe
quiet as a
schnappen, alle gleich zu
mouse.
B.
Okay.
Weil wenn die wieder uns versuchen zu umlaufen, jetzt rennen wir gleich B.
Well, German grandpas are down 2.
Jetzt
Toll.
B. Trotzdem B. Ich hab die Bombe.
Sorry about the
ready.
drop
Ja, lass
frames,
mal,
folks.
Trauma was
Gleich durch
pushing.
aber.
Ah, shit. Scheiße.
Hopefully that balances out.
Like
Genau. Damit du kennst noch niemand.
one round they didn't get out of the cop cars. Their trauma is pushing hard.
Hier klappt nichts mehr.
Wie schnell sind die da?
Gambis letzter, Lars letzter.
Wie schnell sind die da?
Ich hab nur ein Ruckelbild hier.
I
Did you
don't
just throw
know.
yourself down a flight of stairs?
Da war Vollausschlag.
Ja, das kann nicht sein, aber.
I don't know where these, why my frames are going so low all of a sudden.
Die haben schon lange die Bombe gelegt.
Ja. Guck mal, wir rennen alle zu B, die werden zu A gehen. Ich geh zu A.
Aw. That's what it was. His little pitter patters. That's what I was hearing. That's adorable.
Ich bin down.
Vorsicht.
B sind alle B gekommen.
Ja.
Oh, it is skipping something really bad.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix that, guys. It's just it was running fine and now it's not.
There's no lag in your voice though. So is it us or is it?
No,
the
it's OBS.
stream?
It's OBS.
Oh.
Beim großen Max einer.
B.
OBS doing stupid things.
Gerade hingelegt. Und jetzt steht er hier da hinten in
Oh,
der Ecke.
It's the AHC way. That's true. Fair.
Auf dem Balkon. Jetzt kommt einer hinter dir.
What do we do?
I'm gonna go watch Power.
I go ambulance.
They all went market. 3 of them went
Looks like
market.
it's
4 of them
trying to
market.
figure itself out. It's doing a
to
little
inside the
better.
station,
Yeah,
no?
go
One is downed.
Nah, it's still busted.
Flashing.
Giggity. You blame Fergie. That's fine.
Station. Sorry.
It's probably my fault. I told them.
Slice
I
here
told
at the
them I go
market.
20 feet
Slice on the left.
from any
Got 'em?
kind of technology, and it just
Was it down
eats
the
shit
road?
around
Clear?
me.
Oh, I'm coming, Mark.
Yes,
Oh,
yep,
they
yep.
got-
Oh, no,
I'm reviving.
Oh,
You're
let's
dead.
go back to A.
I'm okay
Oh,
being
it's
the
already
blame.
over, yeah.
It's fair.
On
I
time.
broke it. Nickel said it's all totals emojis.
Yeah. I don't know what to do to fix it, guys. I've checked everything. Everything should be fine. I have it set to my region. I made sure nothing was downloading or anything. There should be nothing interfering with it. But
One market, two market, three market.
One at the
It's like
station.
trauma
one
is
on A.
still pushing a win streak, though. No, it's
Still
really
one on
glitchy for
A.
you guys to see, but that's what's happening. Trauma is being trauma and fucking shit up.
Waiting inside.
Down. A's down.
Nice.
Oh, A's clear. A's
Oh,
clear.
1 or 2 down. So, no, they're gonna revive. Oh. Yeah, his nade got me all down.
yeah, it's literally running between 1,000 and 3,000 kilobits per second when it should be somewhere between 4 to 6,000.
Right here.
There's that,
Oh, one coming.
No.
Oh, my
So
bad.
we all alive.
It's all of Trauma's
Where we go?
awesomeness coming through the stream. It just can't process it all.
Oh.
Alright, we
Gonna stop the replay buffer, see if that helps at all.
who is got it?
Yeah, I got it.
All dead.
No.
Okay. Nade? No nade. No fireworks.
Slice running pretty worse for you on the EU server.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I know you guys can't really see it, but the Trauma won. Resounding
Ich hab nur
6-0.
gesagt, für den Slice wird es richtig schlecht auf dem EU-Server, weil er sich voll den Kopf gemacht hat. Was meint?
Now we're up to 5,000. It's still in the red. I don't know. I can't stand OBS, man. Now all of a sudden it's starting to get into yellow. Maybe it'll work itself out. Just wait a little bit. How is it at 6,000 kilobits per second and still in the red? What is this? OBS sucks,
who
man.
doesn't understand in chat, that's exactly how I feel all the time when him and Titch are doing this technical talk and I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Just nod and act like you understand. Get through it together.
I really wish OBS was better, man. I just wish it was better. Like it's been out forever. It was like one of the founding like platforms for open broadcasting, and it's had years to perfect itself. It keeps breaking itself instead. I don't know. I'm watching our stream to see how bad it actually is, and yeah, like what the hell. I did not see what the map was, unfortunately. That's okay. Hangar. Fun. Hangar. Love Hangar. Hangar's great. One of my favorite maps in the entire game. And you will not convince me it's a bad map.
I fucking hate it.
You and many, many others. Many people hate it as much as I hate Monastery. Which is quite a bit.
It's not a bad map though. It is a great map. I just hate playing it. Yeah, it's lagging really, really bad. Somebody shoot that turkey. Wolf is mad focused right now.
I'm very frustrated. I don't know where this is coming from at all. It makes no sense. The only thing I know is that in the replay of it all, it'll probably be fine. It's just the live version is dead.
I feel like Titch would make a really bad joke there. Four to 15, it looks like the score is, which is just starting out. So Little said Occam Wolf, Occam Wolf, Occam Wolf, Occam Wolf. Say this map is probably played a lot differently for Hardpoint than other maps are. There's almost like a different way you have to go about getting to the points, being so that they're either up high or there's so much open area in order to get to those points. You have to be fickle about the way you go into them. If you hear noises, nobody panic. It's probably just Wolf beating up OBS.
I'm quiet because I'm so angry right now. And I have no, sorry, I gave you guys no audio for that entire time. I didn't see anything related to that. I'm so angry. Because it's out of my control. There's nothing I can do to fix it. I can't even focus on the game because, I mean, I don't even know if y'all can even hear me. So there's that.
I can hear you.
Why was it muted? Because I forgot to click it on, Titch. That's why. Because I'm waiting on your update.
Last
Ja,
night.
Flieger kommt einer.
Keine Ahnung.
I think Wolf should sing. It's his turn.
Oh,
Even
go
Titch
on.
sang yesterday. It's Wolf's turn.
No, I will not sing to a large public audience. No, Titch. Both of them end up being muted after everything.
Eat a Snickers.
You say it's this, but it's not
I
that.
found Puddles, you said eat a Snickers, and I found Beetlejuice Snickers last night. They made me so happy. They didn't taste any different. They just tasted like regular Snickers. But they were green, and it kind of made me feel like they tasted different.
Titch, you said they should, but they don't. Hey, guess what? We're back into green, folks. So everything seems to balance itself out because OBS is a piece of shit. And it's still kind of working its way back up. It should be old enough to run, but right now it's crawling. So, yay for OBS. But yeah, kind of going back to your previous statement about playing this map differently for hard play. I mean, you're going to definitely play it differently for each of the game modes. Oh my god. Spezzy. Chill, brother. Chill.
Nee, ganz weit weg.
But yeah, I mean, I agree to play this effectively. I mean, perimeter control is very difficult. I'm not gonna lie. Like, as much as I tout perimeter control being an important factor of hardpoint, here on Hangar, it's very hard to do in some situations depending on where the point is. You can't play it the same as you do some other maps.
I was speaking to the fact like the way you play hardpoint on other maps doesn't necessarily transpire to Hangar as well. Hangar has such a wide open area in which there's so many people that can post up. It's harder to play hardpoint like the way you would typically play Monastery or something that has a lot of cover and things like that. Hangar takes its own approach for hardpoint, I feel like. But that could just be me.
The nose.
Did you go?
Can I kill from Pessy, man?
No, I did not. I did not break it. I've been using the buttons and only buttons.
There's another one in the pit.
Hey, guess what? We're back into the red again because OBS doesn't know what it's doing. Oh, guess what? We're back in the green. Oh god, I can't keep my eyes off of that thing.
Thank you, Shell. See, I'm so glad that Shell understands me because everyone was saying that I called her a bitch when the truth is I was calling everyone else bitches. Assholes. I'm glad she gets me.
No. From the pit, from the
Correct,
plane.
Titch.
Yep. No. One more.
German grandpas are behind here by about half of what Trauma have. But they are making a very valiant effort to get to some of the points and able to hold it for a short period of time. But it's not long enough, unfortunately. The Trauma are just too dominating on this point. Every angle covered, every lane covered. And crazy enough, on this one, there's not a lot of area to cover. I mean, you got essentially two lanes.
Yep. Nice. Up office. Office.
All my turret was
Shot
ready.
shooting
All my
all the
dogs,
way into
whatever.
like the side of the plane. Hate being there on that fucking point.
You know what drives me crazy? Is that Mental Man is still using the Viper. Who in chat is still using the Viper?
One on the catwalk.
I still switched back and forth to the Viper occasionally.
Do you?
One's coming along boxes.
I hate
do. I love the Viper. I love it more than the Trauma.
Upside.
I hate the gun. It takes me like 3 bursts to kill someone. Maybe it's because my aim sucks, or maybe it's the
Really?
issues that... Yeah, I kid you not.
Between office and catwalk.
See, with the Viper, I hit nothing but headshots. And with the Trauma, I can't seem to get a headshot to save my life. I just kind of turn them into a meat cleaver until they're fucking dead.
Yeah, you know, it's strange because I gave the Proto a lot of shit, but then I ended up running the Proto for a while, and I was dominating with it. So maybe it's just my mood at this point. Like, I don't... Maybe that's a contributing factor.
I think they
I'm not
got
sure.
points.
See?
Yeah.
Baggage carrier again.
The trauma definitely is superior when it comes to your fire rate and being able to multiple people at once. Like if people are standing side by side, the trauma definitely helps. The Viper, I feel like, is way more accurate further away. Is way more efficient in actually like hitting headshots.
Behind you.
I don't disagree. I have a video up on my YouTube channel showing the recoil patterns for all the existing weapons. And the Viper is the most steady. Even if you pulse it and do multiple bursts at once, it still has the best grouping of any of the weapons. But there is a damage drop-off over distance, which is something that you have to take in consideration on the larger maps. The Proto has consistent power, even though it takes a little bit longer to kill someone with it. And then the Trauma has a lot of power, even over distance, but over distance, the recoil pattern sucks. So...
I love how you emphasize that sucks.
It sucks. Look at that scoreline, 188 to 113. Well, there's a good play here. And I'm going to say specifically by Spezzy pushing up on this point. I really like the position that he was holding, and just looking at, you know, for anyone who is curious on how to move, he's going from cover to cover, able to take a couple people out within his line of sight, really putting on the pressure, allowing his team to try go in and take that hard point. So good on him there. But unfortunately, Trauma take yet another victory, and that's going to be a sweep for them, which is going to put them at a very healthy lead. So what is that? Another 6 wins. So that's going to put them at 15. Paragon's going to be at 12, and German Grandpa's not accumulating any there. They're going to be sitting in 3rd place with 10. We still have to see how Droppenheimer and Hacks fare, but they're currently sitting in 5th and 6th. So I don't think that they're going to have an impact on the upper 3 at the moment. But it could definitely, you know, if let's say Droppenheimer comes in from the woodwork and able to get a full sweep against their opponent, that could tie them up with repeat offenders, making that middle of the pack a little more difficult. So we'll see how that game plays out, which, by the way, I don't know if it's been scheduled yet. It hasn't been put in the Discord. So if anyone is watching...
It said that it is scheduled for 3 tomorrow. They just haven't put it in the Discord.
For 3 tomorrow. Okay, that's wonderful. All right, well, if it's scheduled for 3 tomorrow, I will not be there. I will be getting massaged, and I will be in a spa. That is where I will be. So
He's going to go to the spa.
I'm going to go to the spa. And we're going to call it the retreat. But yeah, that puts Trauma in 1st place with a 3-point lead over Paragon, a 5-point lead over German Grandpas for the top 3. So we'll see how that pans out in week 4, which, by the way, after this week, we only have 2 more weeks of regulation play. Isn't that crazy? Only 5 weeks. So really put in the work, put in the...
God, you want to come on Hacks? That's disgusting.
I mean, maybe later we can all do it.
It's going so fast now.
Yeah, because after those 2 weeks are up, then we got the playoffs, and that's where all the seeding is, which, by the way, is a double elimination. So keep that in mind. If you're concerned about your performance mid-regulation season, just know that it's for seeding, which, let's see if I can pull that up. Do I have it here? Damn it, I don't have it here. If you actually go to amateurhourcommentary.com, you can see what the bracket is going to look like. And it's a double elimination bracket. Everybody goes up against each other. Like it's a single bracket, not a double bracket like last season. And everybody's going to compete to see how well they perform. And it's going to be the single elimination. And then there's going to be a loser's bracket, or, you know, a try again bracket if you want to be sensitive to people. But it's a loser's bracket where you try to fight your way back to try to compete against whoever is able to proceed from their original fight. So seeding is kind of important, but also at the same time, not really important. Do I have to change it to monitor only? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that later. So best of luck to everybody in the last couple of weeks. Make sure you get your practice in, do your studying. And I know that there are players and or teams that monitor other teams' practice habits. Don't worry, it's not cheating. It's strategy. It's fair. No one get upset about it. It is.
It's kind of noticeable anyways when we're all in there playing. It's just there's
Yeah.
only so much you can turn your eye to and not see.
I just like pointing it out because I know that some people might get frustrated with it, but it is a strategy. It is something. It's like going back and watching people's gameplay, right? You going back, watch their video. It's not much different than that. You're just studying your opponent, which is important. That's the whole point of competitive sports, is to study your opponent and find the best solution in beating them. So best of luck to everybody there. I'm going to stop talking for a moment. Fergie, do you want to say anything?
Hello to Buckasm, wherever you are, if and when you ever watch this. Congratulations to Trauma. Titch, you're an asshole, and I love you guys.
All right. Well, you're all assholes. There you go. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us.
Titch is an asshole. I swear to God. You guys are never gonna let me die.
No.
It's so bad. I'm literally like, I tried to call myself a fat ass yesterday and I couldn't even do that. It came out as fetus.
I was going to say fetus anal beads over here now. Oh gosh, don't take that out of context, folks. It's all jokes, all memes. But thanks for hanging out with us.
Oh Lord.
Thanks for hanging out with us here in today's event between Trauma and German Grandpas. Well done, Trauma, in your 6-0 sweep. German Grandpas, you put up a valiant effort, but we all feel your pain. It's a very rough fight against those guys. We will see you guys maybe tomorrow during the Dr. Oppenheimer and Hacks game that is taking place at 3. If not, be sure to check out some of the streams. I'll be sure to post them to the general chat so everybody is aware of what those streams are going to be. And watch them tomorrow. Go support the players, support the team, support the league. And that's going to be it for us. Thank you all so much.
Follow the TikTok.
And follow the TikTok, amateur_hour_commentary. We'll see you guys later. Bye.